Come on, set, 50, plant. Hey, wahoo! Five.
On first down, Hamlet. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Got it.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go again. Check nine, check nine. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 2 right here. 52.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on third down, Hamlin. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken in at the 11. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Norwood trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Switch. Watch the edge.
Hey, foxtrot.
2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Slam. Show it up.
Hey. Hey, Charlie.
24's the mic. You.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. They'll find Lindsey here. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Hamlin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
We go
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And the Rams first down.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Five.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's third down.
Ready. 18 Gator. Here we go. Shoot.
Check.
Check three. Shoot.
Now back to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, D.
Check 52.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Get him, boy.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down. It's Lindsey, shifts by him. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Come on, set. Hey, two stuff. Protein, buzz. Jim.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
58.
Throwing on first down. Hamlet. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Rush in.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Check 80 weapon. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Operating from the gun. Hamlin. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
24's the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Kill.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Hamlin. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Go.
2nd and long. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Exit. Switch. Check 37. Ready.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's letting it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check, 42's the mark. Let's go. Say.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now P-Ryan is stripped of the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
We got 4 down. 24 is the mic. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Hamlet is going to find his running back. It's complete. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. Norwood. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong foot. Ready.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Great. You remember me? You remember me? Hey, Zoo. 42 the mic, boys. 42. 42 the mic. Let's get the ball. Shift. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Check, roll out.
Check hot route. Hot.
Step.
They'll look to throw here. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up second down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty
possibly
here? Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, you got three down. Look at me. Door. 15. Hey, switch gears. Watch twist. Hey, lock it. Come. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Look. Shoot.
Back to throw. Hamlet flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throw left side complete. That's Black. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On first down, Lindsey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Protein spill.
Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Go.
58, it's Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On the book.
Looking to throw on second down. Hamlin into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Tight end Ringo. Tight end on.
Hey, Charlie.
3 down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. A pass there complete to Sutton. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
6'6", pull it high.
We're getting tired of seeing me. 24 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get
Buzz. Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Switch. Tighten up. Hey, check 24.
Get it.
Now a carry for P-Ryan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Check.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. 60 or.
You ain't got nothing.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Hamlin dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. K1 Short able to record his 5th sack of the season. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 50.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a give, right side, Norwood. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
On the ready.
Mike 51. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Mike.
Snap.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
51's the Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
X3. 218. Chop it. Go.
Hey, let's go.
Second and 4. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Back to throw here. Norwood's got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Norwood. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 8 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business? Now that you're being pressed, it is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check three. Hey, watch this.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Lindsey. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action. Hamlet. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
They're running it. Check it.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Norwood. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there in the final minute, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Today's final score, Rams 28, Broncos 27.